One Marina Gardens with rental yield, I was posted this question. A good property investment, in my opinion, must always include capital appreciation and rental yield. It's not just enough to look at rental yield without appreciation. So we're going to look at figures for One Marina Gardens. This is an upcoming development at Bayshore area, and you can see there are 8 bids by developers. When there are more developers bidding a location, it means that the developers are confident with the demand in this area. There were only 4 developers bidding for One Marina Gardens, and you can see that they were very conservative in bidding the location. The top second bid was only at 984 PSF per plot ratio. So they were not very confident in bidding for this location at One Marina Gardens because the history of District 1 has shown you that majority of these properties lose money. If you have not checked out my videos, check out the 2 of them here. Alright. We're going to compare One Marina Gardens by using the figures from Marina 1 Residences since it TOP'd in 2017. It is also a mega development and it is 8 years old. 56% of the owners lost money. We're going to consider the figures for 2 bidders and they have an average gross loss of 250 PSF. Now, gross loss is not net loss. Gross loss means that your net loss is way more. If you do not know how to calculate your net profit or loss, check out my video here, alright? One Marina Garden has a very small 2-bedder, 646 square feet. So the next closest that we can use to compare will be the sale at Marina Bay, which is also a mega development. The average rental for 2-bedder is about 6,200. We are going to round off to 6,500. The size is about 800 to 900 square feet. So considering that One Marina Gardens will be newer, but the size will be 646 square feet, we just use the figure of 6,500 per month, alright? If we take the average PSF for One Marina Gardens 2-bedder 646 square feet to be 2,850 PSF, the purchase price will be 1.841 million. Since the question is about rental yield, we will take the holding period to be 7 years, 3 years for TOP, 4 years for rental. And let's say that after 7 years, you manage to sell at the same price you purchased without losing money. Minus your outstanding loan, CPF accrued interest, CPF 20% use, agent's commission, the legal fee for purchase and sales, you will have the cash proceeds of 135,000. Now, your cash proceeds is not your net profit. Check out my video here. Next, you minus off your buyer's stamp duty, 5% cash down payment, which is the money that you put in, total principal paid, and total interest paid. Next, you minus your maintenance fees, 4 years, assuming that it's 300 per month. Then you minus off your property tax for 4 years, because 3 years for TOP, you don't have to pay for property tax. Next, you need to add in your rental, which is 6,500 per month, assuming that you rent out at 10 months per year for 4 years, because you need to consider the nitty-gritty, repairs, agent's commission, and stuff like that. At the end of 7 years, purely on rental yield, you lost 128,000. Now, what happens at the end of 7 years? You lose 250 PSF, just like Marina 1 Residences. Your sales price will be 1.679 million. Despite your rental yield, at the end of 7 years, you lost 286,000. Now, I have not included the expenses for minor renovation, furniture and fittings in order for the unit to be ready for rental. At the same time, I have not included your partial monthly installment using CPF where you will have accumulated even more CPF accrued interest by the end of 7 years. So when you buy a property for investment, rental yield is secondary. What you need more is capital appreciation. If people keep asking you to buy OMG, oh my goodness, you might want to consider asking a different kind of agent. I will see you in the next video.